What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse TV here today. So we're gonna talk about this post that Xbox has made. They are celebrating 20 years of Xbox being around. But then guess who decides to give a post under somewhat of a supportive post by Square Enix? They said, "Happy 20th at Xbox. 20 years of amazing partnership, and here's to many more." Now this is very ironic because Square Enix they just recently started putting games on Xbox, especially their major games on Xbox. And it's like they have a long history of games that's not on Xbox platform. They usually hit the Switch or hit the PlayStation, but they usually avoid Xbox. It's only like very recently when their big titles have been hitting the Xbox. Even one of their newer games that was announced, Tactics Ogre Reborn, which is a remake of the Tactics Ogre series. This is coming to PS5, the PS4, Steam, and Nintendo Switch, but no Xbox. So people under this post was like, "What are you talking about? Wishing Xbox a happy partnership when y'all have been missing a lot of games on this platform." Like the most biggest controversial one was Final Fantasy VII Remake. How that's skipping Xbox, but they're giving us the Crisis Core remake. So it's just the irony, the sheer irony of Square Enix talking about some partnership with Xbox. When people are pissed off about Square Enix because they skip a lot of the games, skip Xbox. So let's see what people got to say about this. The amazing partnership that continues to skip most releases that go all to other platforms except Xbox. Would be nice to have things like Neo, The World Ends With You, and remasters of older games like The Legend of Mana. Also, still wishing Kingdom Hearts, I think, it's MLM, had a physical copy on Xbox. Yeah, a lot of games are just skipping Xbox that Square Enix makes, but they talk about happy partnership when your games literally skip that platform. They literally go to every other platform but Xbox. It's just fascinating. So you mix a list of all the games that has skipped Xbox: The Last Remnant Remastered, Trials of Mana, Legends of Mana Collection, Secrets of Mana, Final Fantasy, what is that? I think this is 14, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Star Ocean 4, Star Ocean First Departure, both The World Ends With You games, I Am Setsuna, The Lost Spear, Onanaki, Saga Scarlet Grace, and Saga Frontier. So a lot of games, they just missed the Xbox. Like I said, the big titles are probably like the Final Fantasy games. Like Final Fantasy 14 is very popular. That's not on Xbox. Final Fantasy VII Remake is very popular. That's not on Xbox either. So this is a weird partnership they think they have with Xbox, to be honest. Wish you guys did a better job of supporting Xbox. Show up to the party, but you skip Xbox for many multi-platform games. We see you. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 14 soon, please. You would think this would be like an announcement. They would try to announce this coming to the Xbox platform, but no announcement. It's just, hey, thanks for the partnership, but we're not going to put our big titles that you want on your system of choice. Yeah, while you still skip Xbox for most of your games, including major Final Fantasy titles, does 14, 7 Remake, and 16 ring a bell, not to mention other titles you publish and develop? That is an odd definition of amazing partnership, considering the amount of games that keep skipping Xbox yearly. Yeah, this is a pretty terrible partnership. This is what they consider partnership. It's pretty bad. Is this satire, Square Enix? It kind of seems like I think this is a partnership. Still waiting for Final Fantasy Remake and a bunch of other games to appear on Xbox. Waiting to play more Square Enix games on my Xbox. Very happy to see more of the amazing partnership. Thank you. I think this might be sarcasm. I'm so happy that you put Dragon Quest on Xbox for the first time ever. Yeah, they just now start putting Dragon Quest on Xbox with their most recent one, and their spin-off Dragon Quest games. Well, there's still a lot of Dragon Quest games that's not going to Xbox, so that's interesting. Amazing partnership, yeah, but where is Final Fantasy VII Remake for Xbox? A lot of people know that as well. Joke post. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't post this on PlayStation Home. As an Xbox and Square fan, this is a tricky one. Your partnership with them isn't amazing at all, though. This is a straight up lie, shaking my head. Partnership, as you call Square Enix a clown? Maybe not the most amazing of partnerships after all. Man, sure can't wait to play Valkyrie Elysium and Tactics Ogre on Xbox along with Final Fantasy Remake and Final Fantasy 14. What an amazing partnership y'all have. Yeah, I think their a partnership with Sony is what you would call amazing, not with Xbox. Because it's like, how could it be amazing if most of your titles are skipping the platform that you're calling amazing? Doesn't make any sense. Why are you always lying, Square Enix? Many more, the list of your games skipping Xbox grows every week, it seems like. Waiting for the amount of games on Final Fantasy 1 through 6 on Xbox. Can't wait to play Tactics Ogre Reborn on the Xbox later this year. Yeah, you're gonna be disappointed that's not hitting Xbox. You're gonna be very disappointed. Yet you barely release any games on Xbox. Why are you even partnered with Xbox? What kind of crack are they taking and what partnership? Yeah. It's like, I hope Square Enix is paying attention. This is how the Xbox fans feel about Square Enix concerning their partnership. It was like, it doesn't make any sense for you to call it a partnership, amazing one at that, when it's like a lot of your big titles skip Xbox. And they just started now bringing like some of the big titles like Kingdom Hearts over, so it's kind of wild. Shut up and never tweet anything like this again. No more Square Enix for my Xbox. I am done with you. Please put the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy on Series X/S backwards compatibility. No, I said this is already on Xbox, I believe. What partnership is this? A joke? You literally feed Xbox the scraps from PlayStation 2 years after everyone is done with it or cares for it. What partnership exactly are you talking about? You have given Xbox nothing. Now, if you're talking about the Western division of Square Enix, sure. If you're talking about their Japanese, they put a lot of Western stuff from Square Enix on there. But if you're talking about their Japanese stuff, there's a lot of stuff they just don't put on Xbox, to be honest. Even though you skip Xbox on mostly every release, how is that Spider-Man money doing? Referencing the Avengers game with the Spider-Man DLC. What partnership? Cap? Partnership? You effing ignore Xbox. Are you for real? A lot of people are pissed off about this. Like, they should have just been quiet at this point. Like, why even make this? Like, why even make a post like this if you know that you'll get a lot of backlash for this? Like, it just makes no sense. And this guy says, you guys hate the Xbox community. Shut the F up, Square. Put The War Ends With You at Final Fantasy Remake on Xbox, and then you can speak. Partnership, LOL, you skip most of the titles. STFU. Jeez. Where's Final Fantasy VII Remake, then, you line posers? Because a lot of people was anticipating Final Fantasy Remake to come to Xbox, but it never did, and I don't think it is going to come to Xbox, to be honest. What the F, Square Enix? This is totally distasteful. Since you're not allowing a bunch of your games on Xbox, this would be okay if you allowed your games besides certain ones on Xbox. Where's Final Fantasy VII Remake? We're not getting Final Fantasy 16 either. F off. So that is what people think about Square Enix giving their 2 cents about this amazing partnership they say with Xbox. And it's like, yeah, I don't know what compelled them to make this post. I guess they were trying to get some clout off Xbox celebrating their 20 years and being in the business, when this is not the good look. You don't have a good track record of supporting Xbox. We, like what some party said previously in the post, we barely get some of the scraps on Xbox, so this just wasn't a good post right here. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.